Bernalillo. She just got 40 miles of extension to run on Main. Bernalillo.
Like a regular sort of thing? Or?
Test run. They're going to have TNT on her, they're going to have a diesel, they're going on Main. So we're going to have a long trip. Here you go. For her to go on. Tonight, things up. So we're trying to get the turntable to get her new home back up and running. The turntable back shop area.
Is that gonna be, do you think that's going to be like available for public to come in and like look at? Or is it just going to be kind of be like for the work?
It's going to be probably just for work crew.
Gotcha.
But when we have events, it's open. So if you come tomorrow around 9, it's open.
Oh, wow.
Because we're doing the Route 66 event. 29, 26 will be out on display. You can get in her cab, blow her whistle.
Are you planning on doing that?
I'm actually working one of the rail cars. Yep. Locomotive, who redid the whistle and voice back. Basically, they spent years getting that whistle back for being on compressed air for so long.
And now it's relying off of the steam?
Rail Runner 2926 battle. Don't go on the crossing. Railfan Redwood Empire Corporation CEO coming to you on board Sky Railways. Unfortunately, the equipment is not out today. The weather is bad, as you can see on my phone. It's getting wet. It's raining. So the live stream and the video footage has been canceled until further notice. If we can try to do it for next year, we'll try it for May for next year. So we'll see everyone later. There's the horn for 7.
We weren't out on the ocean, but it was so, the water was so choppy that day. It was like, no. And then another time, before he was born,
we're very happy about it. Yeah, of course.
And I went to Greece with my mom, who's got
I wish I
and of course, he was still behind the island.
I know, me too.
Of course, she said forever.
Fill us out to the.
They do it every year, right? Right now, right when he goes down.
Come on.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Fill us out to whatever you want to drink.
How's it going? Welcome aboard.
Okay, hi.
She's getting the peanut catlow. Sure, anything.
Oh,
I love it.
You know your Silver Irish I used to work on.
What's it?
The Silver Irish. The one that took me. Yeah,
That's that too.
it was electrical.
Yeah, that's cool.
Didn't get all of it done in time, but at least I got you somewhat.
Yeah. So, maybe I can service it.
Yeah, looks good. We were in the morning.
Yeah, sweet. Really cool.
Yeah.
Just get a little spoiled running in the Acoma car. I've done that twice now. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is. I want to live in that car.
I've been in that car a couple times, but I've never ridden it. That's the thing, I've never ridden it.
Yeah.
We had an Abaco convention downtown in Albuquerque with Santa Fe.
Okay. You live in Albuquerque, or are you guys here in Santa
Albuquerque.
Fe?
Albuquerque.
Nice.
Where we put
Did you
our
make it?
clothes
No,
on paper
family?
and we lit it up and watched it fly.
Hey, who's doing the flag part? You can always, you have the
They were
knowledge, I know.
dancers.
Okay, and that's mostly what I thought. Okay, cool. And I
They
talk
were
to the humans there, so we can always get offer. I can use your
I got a
product
Coke.
and do that.
Okay,
Okay, put those there. Alright. So with yeah. And I can also talk about the other conservation efforts there that we've now finally nailed down. Okay, we're only going to have.
That's a compliment.
Yeah, it is. We'll be
It
fast.
is. They said it was free, Mom.
We'll be fast.
It was complimentary. This one. The lady that set us down said it was. Yeah, if you want to get an extra one.
Oh, so this is.
I don't even need it.
Yes. Aren't I supposed to get a meal?
Yeah, you're supposed to get one in Lamy. Yeah.
Really fun trip.
Because it's.
To give little additions out. Let me organize. Where are the paper? Yeah, well, even little paper cups.
Hey, Mom, you have your granola bar too. Mom, you also have granola bars. Remember?
Yeah, and granola bars. I brought one.
Yeah, they're chocolate chips. So.
I'm gonna have a Sprite.
Here we go. We're gonna get going now. Just leave it here, and then she'll come back and get it. Forever, and then she'll take it to the. Here we go. Right on time.
Hear the whistle blowing, rise up so early in the morning. Can't you hear the captain shouting, Dinah below your horn. Won't you blow, Dinah, won't you blow, Dinah, won't you blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow, Dinah, won't you blow your horn.
The camera didn't record while we departed the depot.
Someone's in the kitchen, I
But I got it now.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Deep in the aisle, deep in the aisle, oh, 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 deep in the aisle, strumming on the old guitar.
Yeah, really, because nobody wants those to have.
We're working on the road. I don't know what's happening right now. Why are we stood here?
I've seen
Well,
it.
that's railroad business for you. That's sort of looking at a parking lot in the back. I don't know what's going on. Oh, the train song.
Oh, the railroader. That's what's coming through right now. That's what we're running on.
Ah, that's funny. Waiting for the rail runner. This is going to work the sidecar. Okay. Now I know. The rail runner has priority.
Yes, it does. And they own the trackage.
Impressive. See, I went again to visit with my mom a long time ago, and I'm Catholic, so we went the next day because we were with a tour guide. The next day we went back on the subway system for mass.
I just sort of picked out the guitar players because they're looking at stuff.
Yeah.
All the way back, he's going to come out and play one.
No, I mean, I'll always remember that too because I thought I felt very fortunate that we did that. You know, that we got to do that.
Here we go. Now we're going.
about the actual Topeka and Santa Fe here pretty soon, since that's sort of where our roots came from.
When that tower
Let's sing
went
about
down.
that.
You can wait for rail runner to pass us before we can keep going.
Oh,
They just did.
oh.
We took the siding.
He was about, well,
Whistle
maybe
down the
8 or
line,
something.
bring your attention number 40.
Godmother was
Gonna sound that way. That's Topeka and Santa Fe.
was like this, kind of thing, and it was rocket.
He was told by his steam engineer.
Okay, so
See,
they robbed the train.
Reckon she knows there's a will.
When they stopped kind of like this, they had
Yes, Topeka and Santa Fe, here she
but
comes.
then after lunch, they had a judge
You better put that word.
rob the
Here she
train.
comes. Passengers, that's mighty big.
They gave him a gold.
The brown suit, right away, traveling quite a
Yeah, you
bit.
do. Where is it?
Well, I help out. That's Topeka and Santa
Boy,
Fe,
he
here she
testified.
comes.
Against the judge.
Well, he testified. 8 or 9. They asked who he was like,
I said these guys
oh, and then this was funny too, because the guys were like, they were like, you pay money, right? So you have to pay over the money. And he said,
I was stubborn.
yeah, and so they were like, no, seriously, you're supposed to give over the money.
Hey, Janice, you better fix that.
I was like, I'm not all right.
Gotta wish the passengers mighty
That's
big
right.
to the right. Whistle down the line, bring your attention number 49. The only one that'll sound that way on the edge of Topeka and Santa Fe, on the edge of Topeka and the Santa Fe. We have some people here from Philadelphia over there. Philadelphia out in the front over there. She says that the Zobra came from Philadelphia, so we have to talk to this lady over here. She says that we're not original, so we're going to have to figure that out over here.
Well, anyway, that song that Chris just sang us here, you might have seen the movie back from like 1940, 1941.
Yes, we opened up the
A movie called The Hardy Girl.
There's also a
Starring
co-owner
Bob Darwin. He sang that song in it.
You didn't throw it in the water.
No.
Yeah. Fun kind of sing-along song. And the song is
Look at the stripe.
Topeka and Santa Fe, today better known as the Burlington Northern Santa Fe, which is one of our 3 big freight lines we have in the country. So back then,
Well, I don't know how we're going to open this and split it without it falling.
I'm not going to have any. I don't want any.
From what didn't start in Atkinson,
So I
and actually
said,
never
if they
came to
just had
Santa
little
Fe.
Dixie cups instead
Kind
of
of stunning here.
Just
But
pour it in a little cup.
this was back in 1879 when the railroad finally made its way
No, thank you.
Colorado and made its way finally to through the Rocky Mountains. And it looked like it was going to come to Santa Fe. And the engineers looked at the
Grab my
routes
white
and
sweater
said,
out of there.
"Oh no, that's way too difficult. That'd be way too expensive. There's so many arroyos along the routes. There's always hills and whatnot." And like, look to our left. We're up on an embankment right now. So they looked at all this and said, "Oh no, we can't build a railroad there." So they bypassed Santa Fe entirely and went right to Albuquerque. All the citizens from our city were all like, "No, we gotta have the railroad." The railroad is a game changer. Beforehand, to get to Santa Fe, you had to come on the Santa Fe Trail, which leads you from Independence, Missouri, which is where Harry Truman is from. To get here, it's about 700 miles. It could take you 3 months in a caravan to get here, pulled by mules or oxen.
Most of that trail is
Getting the
gone now.
railroad means that now, once they build it, you can get out of here in a couple of days from New York City, and it dramatically lowers the cost of bringing people here by freight. And time is so much less here now.
You have a granola bar, Mom, if you want that. You have a granola bar?
Oh, yeah, I do have a
to fund
bar.
this 18-mile extension, even from what's now
Should have asked
the
you for
village of
it.
Laney, which is where we're going to stop for lunch. You can do a quick little tour of downtown. It's tiny, cool village. And then the rail yard, where we departed from. The rail yard, by the way, is my neighborhood. I live right there. So super excited to live in such an urban neighborhood. And 1880 is when they got the railroad to open up in Santa Fe. So the route we are taking today is the route of the original spur line for the AT&SF. The first of 3 railroad trains that ran out of the rail yard. The other 2, one of them ran north from the restaurant that's now Tomacitas. You've all dined at Tomacitas before? It's really popular, kind of a brick building that's got a Spanish blue tile on it. Like a lot of railroad buildings that you'll see all around. I was born in Sacramento, California, and we had a building just like it that is now today's spaghetti factory. So a lot of these old railroad buildings get repurposed because they're valuable.
The restaurant nowadays is the station at one point. There used to be track running under the station, the restaurant. There used to be track.
Well, that's
the old Devery River line. The old River line.
One that was in Mexico Central, which ran south. The rest of the center part was
Yeah,
all little farms.
DRTW
The
is
other
trying to
was
make
the Chili line, which ran north, a narrow gauge railway that went to Antonita, Colorado, which is also where the Cubas and Toltec today ends, which I'm going to do here in a couple weeks in Montana. So very excited about that. So, that's a really famous line.
Well, they
It's right
used to come
around,
from here.
also a narrow gauge railway. They called it the Chili line because they were exporting chilies to Colorado. The chilies is such a defining part of our food. You all know our unofficial, official state question. For those of you who are, for visitors, our state, what's our official question we ask here? Red or green, or Christmas? Okay, very good. Our question here we ask at restaurants, Southwestern restaurants, is red, green, or Christmas? This is what defines the Mexican cuisine. It's Chile, which you spell, by the way, with an E rather than an I. It's Chile, that's the country. And so we don't put a lot of garlic and stuff, but rather we put chili and everything. So those who are visiting, you got to get to one of our Southwestern restaurants. It's just a fantastic cuisine. It's not Tex-Mex, no offense to Tex-Mex. It's not Mexican. It's its own distinct thing. It's kind of a hybrid of early Spanish cuisine combined together with native cuisine. It's really distinct and it's absolutely delicious. So, and we'll have a little bit of it down there in Maine today. I think we're having burrito pies. Yeah, excellent. So yeah, it's kind of a 20th century fun thing. Everyone's favorite summer camp meal. I'm going to turn the microphone back over to Chris, and we'll do some narration as we go along.
Okay, thank you, Garrett. You mentioned red or green, and I just happen to have a song I've written called Red or Green, so there's a little time for you to play on this into it. Any restaurant you go into, that's the question you got to answer. Red or green or red, maybe Christmas instead. Want your chili carbonara, we can serve them any style. And so when you finally know, question of New Mexico, chili pot or chili sauce, dice it up in salsa hot. Do you want it by the slice? Sprinkle chili powder spice. And so when you finally know, question of New Mexico. Chili, red or green, a question for the space machine. No matter where you go, everybody wants to know.
That's what it is, Mom. It's there in the tent.
Red or green,
They put up shade around the table.
red or green,
They don't have people sitting outside in the sun.
red or green.
Trees aren't big enough to cover everyone.
What is that called? The legal tender?
Legal tender. That's for the brunch train.
Yeah, because I
No.
know.
But that's part of the tour, though. You get to tour it.
I did that many years back. It was
We're going
very
to
hard.
Taxi-Mayo.
And it's supposed to be like
Around the Rio is where they go. Rio Arriba, Abajo. The Sea of Valley also. We got some people from Las Cruces here too, way over there
Goes
somewhere.
out fast.
And so when you finally know, question of New Mexico. Chili, so unique. Flavor, size, and shape and heat. Varieties of spice, of life. I could eat it day or night. And so when you finally know, It's question of New Mexico.
And so, you know, he said,
Chili, chili, railroad, green, a question for the states to see. No matter where you go, everybody wants
For me, I was the guy who helped get the train going. That's how I got a free ticket. I had an exit.
for Christmas.
I live in Albuquerque. I have a business there, and I live there. Redwood Empire Corporation. The one with the private car and
Make your
all the
choices.
agent stuff.
Thank you. It's time for another train song.
And we have an office up here in Santa Fe.
and he works for the wheels. So,
Yeah, and I have an office up here for the.
But I can add one really quickly. Normally, this whole countryside looks very brown. And we have had the most incredible monsoon season. This is Santa Fe. Monsoon is our summer fun. And since the middle of June, we've had 9 inches of rain. It's absolutely extraordinary. The desert is just absolutely brilliant right now with color. The wildflowers, you'll see them everywhere. We don't get to see these very often. They kind of recede, they're just everywhere. They sort of wait until they have enough rain and something
we've had a lot of
they pop out. So we are so privileged to have a summer like this in Santa Fe. It's just remarkable. In a few minutes, we're going to come up and see a really cool interchange where we're going to be slowing way down because we have an old railroad trestle that we're going to cross over that is original from 1880. All on the route, you're going to see a whole bunch of causeways they had to build. This was all way before they had bulldozers. So they had manpower with shovels to build up all these embankments to make the route much more flat. Even as you come down to the lane, it's fairly steep when you come down.
different situations. All right, I will see you guys back inside in a little bit. Feel free to stay on YouTube. There, and that information seemed a little out of line. It looked like Venus was way hotter than it should be. And so at first they thought maybe the instruments were wrong. But then a young astronomer who was probably one of the few astronomers who guys know by name, how many people remember Carl Sagan? Yeah, Carl Sagan. Carl Sagan was, I think, a postdoc just out of graduate school at the time. And Carl Sagan and others working with him realized that what was going on Venus is the atmosphere it has is about 90 times thicker than Earth's, and the atmosphere is almost entirely carbon dioxide, and the carbon dioxide is trapping the heat and causing the surface temperature on Venus to be about 900 degrees.
That's fine. I should have brought the phone thing. We're backing up a little bit, just hold on. We had to go a couple feet back. Sounds like it, yeah. Yeah, we are. We're possibly going to get outside the gate. We're backing all the way up to the gate. We're still moving. Past it, that's right. We're going to be right behind it. Like we did when we came in. If I would have had the battery charge on the camera, I would have been recording that doing the phone. This is the best riding on. Really cool car. I think we're going to come out to right here. And almost there. Looking good. Hold on tight. Up there. Hey, we're coming. Yep, we're out of the gate. Almost. And we just stopped. That was so cool. Stop. That's fine. I should have brought the phone thing. We're backing up a little bit, just hold on. We had to go a couple feet back. Sounds like it, yeah. Yeah, we are. We're possibly going to get outside the gate. We're backing all the way up to the gate. We're still moving. Past it, that's right. We're going to be right behind it. Like we did when we came in. If I would have had the battery charge on the camera, I would have been recording that doing the phone. This is the best riding on. Really cool car. I think we're going to come out to right here. And almost there. Looking good. Hold on tight. Up there. Hey, we're coming. Yep, we're out of the gate. Almost. And we just stopped. That was so cool. Stop.